So she's back. Apparently, she's back. Kaitlyn Bennett, the gun girl from campus with poop in her pants, is back. I didn't know that she was gone. In fact, I actually forgot that she existed for a really long time. But she's back. She's back, and it's time to talk.
It's time for us to have a talk. A talk about, one, where I've been, and two, my thoughts on the direction of the MAGA movement. Oh. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and there are some things that need to be addressed.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I've seen you. You look great as ever. Now,
hang on. Rewind it. What? The fuck is that? Why would you jump cut just to that laugh? That's fucking crazy, dude. That's so weird. Oh my god. All right, I am perpetually 14. I'm sorry about that, guys. Anyway, let's go.
It's no secret that I've been MIA for a little while, and I feel as though I owe you guys an explanation for why.
Yeah!
Today I want to get into half the reason why, and then my thoughts on where conservatism seems to be heading. And in a separate video, I'll tell you part 2 of where I've been, so be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that video. Let's backtrack all the way to the beginning of the year, January to be exact. For those of you who remember, Liberty Hangout was demonetized on Facebook after big tech started coming down hard on pages that supported President Trump.
It wasn't just that you guys did that. Liberty Hangout has been doing a lot more than just that. Kaitlyn Bennett famously started talking about how Trump should just declare himself king. I don't remember the name of the guy that works for Kaitlyn Bennett with Liberty Hangout and whatnot. He has like a MAGA cape on in his profile picture. It's really crazy. He had some really fucking gnarly takes, like supporting monarchism and all sorts of crazy shit.
While our monetization wasn't spared, our page thankfully survived the purge. But we became increasingly weary about what we were allowed to post now that we felt like our whole livelihood was at stake. We started noticing that other like-minded creators were getting censored left and right for talking about the BLM riots, the response to the COVID-19, the 2020 election, and literally every single topic that conservatives wanted to talk about.
Wait, okay. There is so many more important things that conservatives can talk about than overblowing like the issue with BLM and not addressing the core central issue with where it came from. To when you say the election, you're just kind of skirting around the whole talking point of election fraud, which is more bullshit that's being fed to people and doing them harm. That's what's so fucking crazy about so many of these talking points. The real victims in this kind of shit are right-wing conservatives who are being fed this dog shit that's not even true. And then as far as COVID-19, you mean the rampant anti-vax sentiment that is being dumped into people's heads? Like, I'm sorry, but like this is why I feel so bad for my right-leaning friends. Like, this is what they want you to think about and talk about. And there's like real fucking issues that, you know, if we're having a dialogue, we could use a conservative voice to kind of temper the other side, and we can try and like discuss things. But they don't want to discuss things. They're just like, the election was stolen, and the vaccine's dangerous, it's all a hoax, blah, 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 and Antifa wants to force feminize you. That part's true, but I digress. Let's go.
Since I don't have the luxury of being sponsored by large organizations like PragerU or Turning Point USA, we had to play it safe if we wanted to survive. I am 100% independent and backed by you guys and you guys only, and the relationship you and I have built over the last 3 years isn't something I felt ready to abandon just to get a few thousand views on some clickbait video. So we took a backseat to
kind of based, kind of. I don't know if that's necessarily true, though, because if I'm not mistaken, Liberty Hangout did have some business ties at one point, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've been dropped because of the stupid shit that they say. So I don't know.
Politics and let the people funded by millionaires do the talking, and we would stick to some street interviews about less intense topics. And perhaps we played it too safe this year because we have taken way too long of a break, but nonetheless, here we still are. And over the course of my break, I have been able to dedicate a lot of time to new and exciting chapters in my life, which I wouldn't be able to share with you had I gotten myself banned from social media. The first and
Guys, we almost missed out on her being able to share her life with us. And, and the thing is, I support everybody's right to be able to like share their existence and like have this amazing digital space where we can like, share pictures of our food and what's going on with our lives. And I'm interested in this, I'm interested in that. Like, it's good, it's great, it's grand. But then in the same breath, like talk about how we should tear down our own democracy to enact a king. Where do you sign up for the Antifa forced feminization? Oh, you're already signed up. We're all signed up. This is not a conservative. I know this is not a conservative. That's what I'm saying, though, man. That's what I'm saying is like, these are the kind of people who are trying to like dictate where it should go, And that's why I feel really bad for my conservative friends. It's like, this sucks. This sucks. Then again, I guess there's some stuff that's pretty wild and wacky on the left, too. I just ignore it. And you don't usually have it like hammered into your fucking head.
And most important thing to happen during my break is that I stopped being an atheist and dedicated my life to Jesus Christ. I'm not even sure how many of you knew I was an atheist, but
I don't think she was ever really an atheist, to be honest with you. I really doubt it. I think this is just like it's a gimmick.
I'm sure it's rather shocking. This is why in my debates about abortion over the past 3 years, you have never heard me bring up religion. I want to make a separate video getting into the details about my conversion, but I've been spending an incredible amount of time learning, asking questions, saying sorry to God, and attending Mass. I started the RCIA program to be confirmed into the Catholic Church next year, and I'm so excited to share more of that with you all as the journey progresses.
I really don't. I don't want to be that edgy online atheist dude, because I am avoiding, we when we were looking at her channel, we were talking about maybe like looking at her conversion video. I try and stay away from it. The one thing I will point out, though, is like in the grand scheme of things, if some of your behavior and your talking points and your beliefs just kind of made God a little upsetty spaghetti, and then you weigh that versus like childhood cancer and famine and natural disasters, which one of the two in that relationship really needs to apologize? I'm just saying that's the only bit you're gonna get edgy atheist Jeff out of. I'm not even really an atheist, so whatever. It's just a thing.
The second thing that happened was that I asked myself what my absence from YouTube would mean to you guys watching, to politics in general, and to the country. I came up with nothing of value, and it really made me think, am I just making videos that have something to post?
I agree, you do not have anything of value.
Yep. Am I even doing something genuine to my heart? No. Can I provide better, more meaningful content to the world? Yes, I can. It's hard to describe, but I feel that I have more to offer you all through my content than just complaining about the news of the week like every single other political commentator on the internet. What good?
Kind of based. Kind of. I'll okay. I mean, I don't think it's going to be good, but go ahead.
What am I doing by telling you what you should be mad about this week? What good am I doing by showing you how mentally unstable college students are when I step onto their campus? We all know how deluded they've been for years. Let's be honest. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I want to offer you guys something that brings me joy to create, something different that you can get from me.
We don't want the poop in your pants. Sorry, I had to make a joke about it. I had to squeeze one out there, It was resting between the cheeks, I just needed to push it out. God damn it.
That you can't get from the other dozens of conservative YouTubers. Now, I won't be stopping my pop quiz on the beach videos. I love the good-hearted nature of those. I won't even stop going to rallies when they eventually pop up again, but I want to create a new type of conservative content that leaves the viewer happier after watching the video than when they clicked on the video. Something I've noticed ever since Joe Biden has become president is that in a lot of ways, the right now stands where the left did for the last 4 years. We are pessimistic pessimistic, we are mad, we are discouraged about the future, and we have even become dominated by our emotions. Now,
she's right, sort of. But the thing is, it's not like there might be a very small subset of people on the left that are very happy. There are people who are not completely disillusioned with politics, who vote Democrat, who might be very, very happy. They are a very small minority, I believe, compared to people who actually give a shit about things. The people who do give a shit about things that are on the left range from a just dull, like, I think we could do more, to outright hostility towards Biden. There is no left MAGA movement, though. Like, it's not even... there's nothing even close to compare to that absolute batshittery. Not even fucking close. But, yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, I do not think conservatives will get anywhere near as emotional as Democrats did in 2020. But I do see a...
Have you seen the anti-masker videos and public freakouts over vaccines and shit? And the fact that they're storming goddamn, like, school board meetings and shit? Did you see the fucking January 6th? Like, I don't think we're going to be quite as emotional. That's why we're going to do a treason and go and harass a bunch of teachers at school boards. Like, I'm fucking sorry, man. Like, fucking people breaking down and freaking out because they're pissed off about Trump is not even remotely close to people, like, repeatedly going in and assaulting fucking employees at a Walmart because they don't want to wear a fucking mask to protect other people. It is not the fucking same. Don thy fucking horns and storm the Capitol. You fucking dumbass. Holy no. No, absolutely not. Jesus.
Trending down a path that we're better than, and I think we have so much more to offer our country than expletives and outrage. Something I was thrilled to discover this year is that your happiness should not depend on who is in the Oval Office. Your joy shouldn't come from a political party or the policies that they enact. Now, while we may...
Wait, did she say it should or should not? That's what I'm curious about.
Office. Your joy shouldn't come from a political...
Shouldn't. And she's right here. She's 100% right here. It should not come from politics. Your happiness should be completely removed from all of this crap. It's not easy sometimes. It's very easy to look at the political landscape and get very charged by it and be upset about things that are happening, especially if it's very relevant to you. But you shouldn't have your actual happiness hijacked unless it's a very severe situation. Case in point, people losing some basic rights. I can absolutely understand that. Some of the hateful rhetoric that's going around people's own identities and things like that. Yeah, totally get that. But by and large, like this cult of personality or cult of team sports type of politics, yeah, I agree with Kaitlyn Bennett for sure.
Party or the policies that they enact. Now, while we may need Trump to keep more of our money and our freedom, we don't need Trump to be happy and in good spirits. The only thing we need for that is the love of God and the support of family. This is where I feel as though I differ from so many conservative creators out there. I have never centered my identity around politics, but about the things I genuinely believe in.
Disagree. Very strongly disagree. If I gave a shit more about making like these stupid political videos than just to like rip off the quartering or Tim Pool's format, I might dig up those tweets, but nah, fuck it, whatever.
And the things that bring me happiness. That's why I love sharing my wedding with you and the ways my husband and I are able to complete each other. And I don't say this to toot my own horn, but because I truly wish everyone could be as happy as I am. And hyper-focusing on what to be outraged with just isn't the way to accomplish that. I will explain more in my next video, but I feel that coming to Jesus has allowed me to look at things from a brand new perspective.
Coming to Jesus. Well, Kaitlyn Bennett took some time off, and now she's a coomer with a religious kink. no shame on my part. Like, you do you, girl, go off.
Nothing could ever happen against the will of God. So if Joe Biden is the man in the White House and the Democrats are destroying what's left of the country, then there must be a reason why a loving God would ask us to undergo these difficulties.
Excuse me, had to sneeze. I'm allergic to bullshit. Joe Biden and the Democrats are destroying what's left of America. How hyperbolic can you fucking be? My God. Look, I wish there was actually some real tangible effect that was ever really done in regards to left-leaning politics. I really do. I super do. But the real frankly, the state of matters when it comes to liberal-ish or left politics is that we haven't had anybody who is actually a left-wing Democrat be the since kind of Carter, sorta. The most of the time, these people, especially people like Bill Clinton, Obama, now Biden, these are neo-corporatist liberals that have very little interest in pushing any kind of progressive policy. We get little trickles of it here and there, little trickles, tiny little bits of things, and we're just supposed to be satisfied by it. I don't think it's enough. And every single time we have a Democrat president, people are like, it's going to be the end of the fucking world, and our country's going to fall apart, and it never fucking does. And it's the same old boring-ass shit. Billionaires keep getting fucking richer. Our poverty rate keeps being an abomination. There are starving veterans in the fucking street. We have to have an argument over whether or not school children should have lunch debt. What the fuck? Come on, man. Like, these are just super basic, simple, stupid things that, like, if it was not a right or a left issue, if you asked even the most hardcore, fiscally conservative dude what they think of that, and you remove whether or not it's like this side talking about it or that side talking about it, they'd probably be like, I agree. Probably would. It's all a fucking mirage, man. It's all a fucking mirage. I'm disgusted with it.
And I found that the answer is right here on the cross. This right here is the image of true happiness, and this right here is why we should.
She's holding that shit like it's QVC. Look at this shit. Hang on.
And I found that the answer is right here on the cross. This right here is the.
You see here we have our limited edition Christ Resplendent. It's made out of pewter and coated with fake imitation gold. He is spread out in splendor. It's a little bit muted. We don't have any of the nails going into the wrists or the hands because we don't want to trigger anybody thinking about actual damage or harm coming to our Lord. You can order this one for 15 low payments of $9.99. Shipping and handling not included.
The image of true happiness, and this right here.
The image of true happiness. A man suffering for 3 days and dying of exposure on a fucking cross is the truest image of happiness. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it even has the pan up. I know, dude. I can't get over that. Here, we gotta watch it one more time. This is just, I'm sorry. This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
That the answer is right here on the cross. This right here is the image of true happiness, and this right here is why we should not be fearful, outraged, or emotional over the things happening to the country. I've learned that hard times create opportunity for hope, because some of the greatest men to ever walk the earth, such as St. Peter and the apostles, would be completely unknown to us today if not for the hard times God asked them to go through.
Hard times make for hard men. Fucking Christ. Oh my God. Oh man.
We should feel blessed to be counted among some of the holiest men to live, because our names may one day be remembered for the virtues we choose to live by. No one remembers the man who executed St. Maximilian Kolbe, but millions of people have heard the sacrifice he made to give his life to save an innocent man in a German prison camp. We have so much more reason to be hopeful than discouraged. The Democrats can take away your money.
Hard times make for hard men. I swear to God, I'm losing my ability to speak. This is so fucking funny.
They can try to take away your guns, and they can try to take away your freedom, but they can never take away your spirit, your joy, or your eternal salvation.
Sounds like a challenge. Challenge accepted.
Why give them the power they crave over you? As my priest would say, your joy is not their authority to take, so why volunteer it over? We don't go to the grave with our money or our guns anyway. What we do go there with is our faith and our happiness.
Not with that kind of fucking attitude, you don't. I mean, come on. You could totally load your casket up with all of your AR-15s and, cash out all of your bank accounts. You could do it.
I could have spent the year making clickbait videos about this or that thing that the Biden administration is doing, or all the stupid things AOC has said, but
then everybody would make reaction content to it and make more money than me.
I've gained something far greater than views, followers, or income this year, which I hope to now share with you. I ask that you guys stay with me as I navigate how to bring you the content you're here for, but with a new element added that glorifies Christ and leads more people to Him. I'll see you soon for part 2, and I can't wait to share my journey to Catholicism with you all.
Oh, so okay. And here's the thing. This is why I think this is so absolute bullshit. I fucking love it. So of course she went Catholic though. That's the whole thing. Is Liberty Hangout was promoting monarchism. Like they were legit doing that shit. A religious mandate that Trump should be crowned king. They legit were saying that shit, and they were not fucking joking. People would ask them directly, because it was either Kaitlyn or it was that weird dude with the cape. Are you serious? They're like, no, we're dead serious. And they said all sorts of fucking crazy, spooky shit. No, yeah. She was never a fucking atheist. Never. It's just now this is her new religious arc. And I got to tell you, too, it is really fucking weird, but there is a rise in monarchist, hardcore, tradcath kind of shit going on the internet. And if you start paying attention, you're going to start seeing it everywhere. And these people have very specific ideas on how they think the world should work. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, in the meantime, I guess we'll have to keep an eye on Miss Bennett and her saintly, holy crusade to provide you better content. Ooh, boy.